Hello everyone and welcome back to part 55 of creating this Louis watch inside of Moinet 2018. What we're going to be doing today is creating another part of the outer rim, and also keep in mind that this will be smooth eventually to get rid of those blocky shapes. So this right here is what we're going to be creating today. It's kind of looks like it's going to be resting on top of that piece, so what we're going to need to do is do some things to this and all kinds of stuff that I will go into in a second. So, yeah, so I took a screenshot of that piece up here. This will be uploaded to Imgur in the description. And so, yeah, let's go hop into Maya here and change my top reference. I'm going to open up my attribute editor and change my reference here to the latest screenshot I took. So that's this one right here, and so it looks like this is going to be a pipe. We can take a look here as well. I'm just gonna select this piece. It looks to me like it's made out of a few different pieces too, so I'm not sure why it looks like this, but it looks to me like we have one big pipe here, which will have some subdivisions. So let's start and make that. So I'm going to create another pipe, wherever that is. Looks to me like it's down there. And push this up so it's also on the top, so it's easier to select, as you can see. And scale this out to, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just select this piece again and simply duplicate it and add a new color to this. That way it's easier to see. So something like, I don't know, no, that's too similar. Let's get a light blue. Okay, that's like a tealish gray kind of color, and it needs to be. Let's see if I can select. I doubt this will work. Whoa, what's going on? Just like this piece, basically, is what we're trying to make. My computer is being a little weird though, but yeah. So that just looks like we have to make the what is it called? Pipe 22. I think I have to. Let's see, can I do it in my channel box? Nope. Okay. We have to change the thickness of this. So I'm going to double click on the edges surrounding it and see what's going on over here. Just Control Z back to down. I think because so many things are selected, selecting vertices is a bit chaotic. And it looks like it's about the same height as some other things, but it is a lot thicker. As you can see, I'm making this kind of inner part. So, let's see how thin we can make this one. I'm just gonna scale this into like maybe that big, perhaps. Yeah, I could see that working. And then let's also place this properly. So let's scale it in a little bit, and then let's see. This is kind of gonna be connecting pretty closely to these pieces. Although, did I make this thing? I did. Okay. This is what's going to be like right next to this piece, sealing that gap, because without this piece, whoops, they kind of almost touch. That's what we had done before with making these like that. So I might actually make this a bit bigger and scale it in a little bit. Actually, you know what? Control C. I think we'll just use this piece. So I'm going to push this into like here. And then I'm going to double click on these edges right here and just scale those out to something like, that's way too much. It has quite a bit of room though, but I don't think it needs to be that much, so let's see. I think about that is good. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me, and then let's see how deep this goes in. Alright, that looks about right. Now we need to do that curved part at the top, so we can also kind of see what this image is as well. If I take a look at like another picture, to kind of see how high it is. So it looks to me like it's about pretty tall. I think we have correct total height, although we will need to add an edge loop about here-ish. And then I'm going to double click on these edges and bring those in. And let's see if I can take these and then bring them down. Alright, so let's see how this looks compared to this. I feel like it's way thinner. So let's see what we can do for that. And I also feel like something was kind of extruded a bit more too. Because if you kind of look at this, maybe if I can show you like a wireframe if I press 4 and control 1. It looks like it kind of just goes up to about this edge, like right here-ish, although it's kind of hard to see. Kind of like right there, you can kind of see that. So it would extrude up to like, you know, like, I don't know, about up to like here maybe or something. And then after that, it would also be way less than this. I'm going to just select all of those and then make that thinner because it is thinner. And let's also, we can judge the thickness by going down there. And actually, it is that big, never mind. And so, what I'm going to do is just take all of these faces. And I believe that if I control 1, that these are the ones that I would have extruded then. And then, so with that being extruded, I really want to just like bring those in and higher up too. Something kind of, whoa, what just happened here? Something kind of like this. And then, one thing I just noticed is that this edge loop only goes outside, and that's what was giving us some kind of issue here. So if I add the edge loop inside to about same place, yeah, let's actually go a bit better. Let's see, add an edge loop. Just looking at my front view to match that better. Alright, that looks good. And then just, you know, take this. We should be able to just, yeah, that's better now. Bring it in, and we need to go that higher thing too. So I think that's about that height, and it seems to be way thinner too. So if I can, let's see, just select those edges, we can then bring those out to something thinner like that. And that looks a bit too big. Let's see, compared to anything else, that is way too tall. If there was a way to measure that, I just realized why this is being like that. I think it was smoothed. There we go. Now it's running a lot better. In fact, I'm going to just select everything and make sure nothing else is smoothed. And while that's taking forever, kind of look at some things. So this is kind of this different watch, but close enough. And let's see, it goes. I'm trying to see like how high that piece kind of goes. I think we'll be able to judge that later a bit better. So for now, let's just look at that or something, and just press 1 on this keyboard. Okay, while that's loading, I think I might bring this a bit smaller because I feel like it's just too big. Just scale everything down. Bring it to like that much. I feel like that's nice and comfortable. And then remember again, once this is smooth, it'll be better. But that actually looks pretty good. Okay, so after that, let's see what else there is. We have to make an outer-ish thing. We have to make this kind of thing, which I think what we're gonna do is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're just gonna make 6 versions, maybe. I mean, 1 version and just have 6 of them. It depends on how complicated this is to make. So it looks like what we could do is, again, duplicate this and make it a little, like, you know, smaller-ish, but then also at the same time thinner. So I'm just trying to match this thing up better. So it looks like it goes to about where this would start caving in. So if I turn on wireframe shaded, then I'll be able to see better. So it also, I think we got the scale pretty good. I feel like it goes to about like there, but maybe a bit thinner too. Okay, like there basically, although it needs to have a different color because it's kind of hard to see against the color of the other part, so let's just give this a yellow. And then from that, I think we're gonna need to do some of these pieces here. So like one thing, let's see what we would have to do. Also, we have to make those pieces, but let's just say from the kind of bottom part here, what we would do to go apart and make that kind of ring. So let's see how long this. Okay, we need to end this episode off here. We've created a lot more of this top part, but it's not done yet. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.